Honorable members of the City Council, my name is Sandra Paragine. I ask that you do not approve the proposed regulations because they don't go anywhere near far enough to protect the citizens' health, safety, and well-being. I'm referring to comments made by Mr. James Lockhart, who is with the Pikes Peak chapter of the Sierra Club, and this is part of the record of the City Planning Commission meeting, which was on August 16th. This is in the official record. Mr. Lockhart refers to numerous court cases and court decisions which show that the COGCC and the State Attorney General are overstepping their authority, meaning that local government does have the legal right to regulate land use more stringently. According to this information, you don't have to allow oil and gas drilling in all zones. Thus, your regulations could permit drilling only, let's say, in industrial zones and nowhere else, and especially not in residential zones. This would give Colorado Springs citizens some meaningful protection. I ask that you and the Planning Commission and the City Attorney study the information that was submitted by Mr. James Lockhart. And again, this is where he's citing court cases and court decisions which show that you have a lot more authority to regulate land use than you think you do. In Mr. Lockhart's words, oil and gas development is in essence a heavy industrial activity, similar to mining or quarrying in its impacts. It therefore imposes great economic, social, and environmental burdens on property owners in the vicinity of the operation and upon the community at large. I want to add that the detrimental effect on human health from drilling operations is enormous. You should secure an intergovernmental agreement with the state whereby local government agrees to turn over all revenue which comes from drilling to the state. In exchange, local government would be allowed to regulate the drilling process. Hydraulic fracturing should be prohibited on all wells within the city limits. If you can't get them to agree to that, the use of open pits to store produced water, which is toxic waste, it's the backup flow from fracking, should be prohibited. The open pits themselves should be prohibited. The use of open pits to store other toxic waste, again, prohibited. You could have stringent regulations to control and minimize toxic emissions, regulate the well construction to prevent leaks, require that best management practices be used. So what I'm saying is, in the IGA, turn over all revenue to the state. In exchange, secure meaningful protection for the citizens. Protect our health, protect our safety, and our welfare. From an economic standpoint, it makes perfect sense. If tourism is destroyed, if tourists will not come here because we have highly polluted air and contaminated water, then the city's major source of revenue is gone. Thank you.